All right, this is the United Underground, and I'm here with Iggy Madison. Hello,
Hi, what's up?
what's up? So, first, tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, and what initially got you into making music.
All right, I'm from LA. I make a few different types of like experimental trap music, shoegaze, rock music, ambient music, and other styles like that, just because I think they're fucking cool. And I'm from Los Angeles. I said that right. I really started making music. I'll be honest, I started making music back in like just playing around with GarageBand in like 2019, because of Tyler the Creator, because I just thought he was fucking cool. And over time. Over time I started getting better, and really I started releasing music in 2020 with my first EP, which has now been deleted from the internet because that shit was trash. But it's called The State of My Mind, and it was my first release in like March 2020. And since then I've been producing all my music. But I was a writer first, actually. I've been writing like poems and stories since I was like really young.
Okay, okay. Who would you say is your the top three inspirations?
Top three inspirations right now, I would probably say are JPEG Mafia, Delete Zeke, and probably Aphex Twin. And a little bit of Space Ghost Perp too. I fucking love Space Ghost Perp. I
All
find
right,
Space Ghost Perp just interesting. Like the shit he says is just like, why the fuck would you say that? But it's also kind of just funny to watch from a distance.
all right. What pushes you to keep going?
What pushes me to keep going? Well, I mean, I have a goal. My goal is to just kind of succeed in music. I basically, my main goal actually with music is to basically be able to release a song and not have to promote it for people to listen to it. I hate promotion. I hate promoting. I hate rolling out albums. I hate rolling out songs. I hate snippets. I hate all of that with a passion. And but obviously I do it so then my songs can get heard. And sometimes I'll just do whatever and just drop a song without any promotion, and that usually doesn't end very well. Um, but I just don't want to promote. I want to be able to drop a song and have it get like a million views in like a week without me having to like buy promo or anything, or like because I don't even buy promo now. I don't care enough to, honestly, and also my PayPal's broken anyway. Um, but like I don't really pay for promo, so I usually just post it on my Instagram story and like send it to a few of my friends and then just hope that works. And in the future, I want that to work. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's my final goal, is for people to just be checking my music so much that like people will just listen to it when they see it. Like and I always want to drop music. Like I never want to get to a point of like fame or attention that I just like kind of go mysterious and shit. I could never do that. Like I would just I'll always drop music. Like I make it every single day. Every single day I sit down, come home from school, and like make a beat, make a song. I make albums in fucking 2 weeks. Like my last album, Speaking to an Empty Room, I made that shit in 2 weeks just because I was inspired every day coming home from school. Like, so I would never want to stop releasing music. And I basically want to be able to just make a living off of that because that's what I'm good at and that's what I have the most fun doing.
All right. What messages do you try to convey in your music?
I feel like I'm not gonna say I don't have a message, but I feel like my music is more just an expression of my life and how I'm feeling at the time. So I feel like I'm not trying to preach anything other than just like, I don't want my fans to be assholes. I don't want my fans to like ride or die type shit, like defend every single thing I say type shit. Like I don't want them to be my slaves. I want my fans to just listen to me, fuck with me, and like, that's really my goal with that. But like I wait, what was the question again? I got a little distracted.
What messages do you convey in your music?
That's it. Um, I don't know. Basically, be open-minded. I think that would be the best. The best thing I can really say is I just want my listeners to be open-minded. I want people to be open-minded, and I don't want to be like, I don't know. I don't really want to push really direct messages or even really direct stories. I just kind of want to speak on myself, and like I never speak on anybody else in my music unless like it's like very personal, like very personal relationships I'll kind of talk about, but I'll never speak on somebody like outright because I don't want to do that. I just like to express myself. That's really what it's all for. You know what I mean?
Okay. Um, what are your goals by the end of this year and maybe within the next five?
By the end of this year, I want to have by the end of this year, I really want to have a song with over 1,000 plays. It's a very small goal, but I haven't hit that yet. I really want to get a song with over 1,000 plays because like it's not even just like out of jealousy or anything. It's just like I feel like that's a milestone that I just haven't hit yet. That's a milestone that I know a lot of my friends have hit, and that's a really big first like SoundCloud milestone is getting your first 1,000 plays. I got my first 100 like like 2 years ago now, but I'm still yet to hit my first 1,000. But I'm really close. I have this one song at like 700, so I'm really happy about that. And I guess in 5 years, I just want to have a really steady fan base that will keep me alive. You know what I mean? Like and I also want to buy an SP404. I really want to buy an SP404, but I want to buy it with money from music. I don't want to just like have my mom buy it for me or something. You know what I mean? Like I want to really put that work in. And I have. I've been saving money for that shit. Like I really want an SP404.
Okay. So what advice do you have for other smaller artists just starting off or trying to find their own sound?
What advice? I mean, be fucking patient. Be fucking patient. This shit takes so long. This shit takes like okay. I'm not salty about that. I'm happy about it. You know, the faster you go up, the faster you go down is at least what I've seen. So I am happy to take my time. I'm happy to go up pretty naturally. But like for someone who's just starting off thinking their first couple songs are gonna blow them up like I did, is that it just doesn't work like that. I would want to tell them that. And I also want to tell them like start producing your own music. Start like as much as you can with the resources you have, try to have as much control over your own art because you cannot rely on people at all. Like we were talking about that the other night. Like you can't fucking rely on people. It's like I actually mix and produce. Like there's this one guy, I'm not sure if y'all heard of him, Lansing. Lansing is really cool. He just dropped an album, Voice Actor. Y'all should go listen to that. But I completely mixed that album and I mixed and mastered it. I produced a few songs on it and did a feature. But what I learned from that album is even myself, I can't be relied on all the time. Like I have times that I'm busy, I have times that I'm doing things. And it's like you can't rely on somebody else for something all the time. You can't rely on other people for things all the time. Like I even like I've seen lots of people who don't make their own beats and shit like struggling to find beats. And it's just like and it's like yeah, that's irritating. I would never want to be in a situation where I can't create something because I'm waiting for something. Like also like if I'm like waiting for a feature on a song, I can't drop that song until they find the time. And it's not even just like a dig at them like or whoever I would be working with or whoever is taking a long time to give back a feature because it's like I get it. We all have our own lives. And especially when we're all underground, it's like you only can take that everyone's gonna take time, you know what I mean? And like especially you can only put so much time into this shit if you have your own life going on and you're not getting paid a lot of shit for this. You know what I mean? Like so be able to have patience and be able to rely on yourself because people are not always going to be able to. You know what I mean? And
Hmm.
that just goes for life in general too. Like it's best to not it's best to not always have to rely on people. Like you kind of got to be self-sufficient in that way. Though that's kind of hypocritical come from me because I do rely on a lot of people just in my personal life, but like it's best to be able to function on your own as much as you can.
All right. My next question is how do you deal with hate?
How do I deal with hate? Well, I can say is the perk of being a really small artist is you don't get a lot of it. Like, I don't have enough people that know me to hate on me. Someday there will, but I mean, I feel like I have had people hate my shit, but it's just like I need to develop better ways of handling it because in the past, like, I never respond. I never respond to someone who's talking shit about me. Like, um, it wasn't really a beef, but the other day, like, I called somebody out for being transphobic, and then um he was like he went on his story to post all this shit about like oh your music ass your music this your music that and I just didn't give a response. That's really the easiest way to deal with hate is just don't give them the attention. even though I did just talk about him on this on this interview. But like, I'm not gonna say his name. I have no reason to. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
with hate's a weird thing because when you're getting hated, you know that you've made it to an extent. You know that enough people have heard you to the point that there's enough people that there's people that don't like you. And people are always just not gonna like you. And I feel like there's a lot of things like my music's weird. You know, there's a lot of people that just aren't gonna like it. You know what I mean? And that's just life. That's just making music. People aren't gonna like it. And you know what? Maybe myself, like sometimes it can get to me if I could see how it would get to me if like a lot of people were hating on me, like the whole internet was hating on me, like what happened with like Coil Ray and shit. I felt bad for her that whole time, to be honest. I feel bad for Coil Ray, but I don't really listen to her music either, so I can't,
Mhm.
I can't say too much. Um,
Hate will never win, which
hey, we'll
leads me
never
to my next question. You said your music is different. For those of them who have not listened to your music, describe it.
describe it. How can I describe my music? My music feels like walking in a field, but like the sky's purple and you're hallucinating. Yeah, that's the best way I can describe that shit. Um, I I try to make my music sound ethereal. Like I really want like that ethereal sound. That's a good way to describe it too. Like I want it to feel almost carefree in a sense, and I want it to feel very free form. Like a lot of the time, I figured out how to use this MIDI keyboard to play my drums live because FL Studios for some reason doesn't let you do that. Ableton, it's pretty easy to play drums live, but I love playing my drums live because then I can get a more just more rhythm to it. And it's like, yeah, like I can click in the drums on the channel rack too. I do that too sometimes. Like I'll do that for like other like perks and things, but I like to really just kind of let FL Studios record and just let me press things and play different sounds and then I'll just cut them up together after. Like I really want my music to be free-formed in a way. Like and that's something that really speaks to me about the SP404 workflow is like it's really like you chop the sample, okay, the sample's still playing, now you gotta add the drums, now you do this, now you do that. You know what I mean? It's that really free form natural workflow that I feel like gives music a lot of soul in a way, especially my music. I want to really feel alive in that sense. um Also I freestyle a lot. Like I do write my lyrics sometimes, but more often recently I'll just let FL record and I will just sing whatever's on my mind. I don't even do punches or anything. I just record whatever I'm thinking about. Whatever hits me, you know what I mean? And like, sometimes it's not the best. So what I'll do is I'll record like two or three entire songs on one instrumental and then chop them up. Chop up like the best lines out of them. Chop up like, oh, this part I started to like not really say anything. I didn't really like what I said here. Cut that part out and replace it with what I said in another part of the song. So yeah, that's like I really like free form, natural, like outside kind of aesthetic. Like I really want it to feel alive.
Okay. All right. My next thing is if anybody has anything to ask him, now's your chance to join the stage or just anything to say to her.
Yeah, any questions?
All
Yeah, done.
righty.
Yeah,
I'm
done.
with you. Well,
What?
is there anything that you would like to say to
I
anybody
think
in general, friends, family, fans, haters, anything?
um well I want to say like I just like talking. We can just have a discussion for the rest of this time. But no, so I was just talking to my friend Azro. Check him out, amazing producer. Check out Azro because me and him work pretty closely and we co-produce a lot. And I feel like just working with someone else who he doesn't do a completely different style than me where we have a lot of the same influences, but like I really feel like we learn from each other. And I like doing that. I like working with people and like learning with people. Like I feel like talking to Azro so consistently he gives me a different perspective on a lot of different things, and that's what I really enjoy that, and I really enjoy working with him. I really enjoy talking to him, and I almost feel like I've kind of mentored him in a way. and I've learned things about myself in that way. Like even just today, I was talking about like that thing about like impatience, and like I felt more like I was talking to myself at times because I will overthink shit like that. I will overthink about if I'm working hard enough, if I'm doing things right, if I'm really going to succeed at this shit. And it's something I'm sure a lot of artists overthink about. But me talking to him because he was talking about like how he almost feels like he's making music just to make music. He feels like he doesn't have as much of a reason. And I'm just like, bro, I'm telling you, you need to find that reason because just finding success isn't something you can really count on to give you a reason to do it. You know what I mean? So that was like it's interesting to talk to someone and almost talk to myself at the same time. Oh, I see Dom's in here. Hello, Dom. Also,
Hello.
shout out DJ Sines. DJ Sines is in here right now. He also goes by Yellow Sines. This guy is literally one of the most talented producers I've ever fucking met. This guy's fucking amazing. Listen to his Jersey Club remixes. This guy's fucking insane.
All right.
What's up, Dom?
Does Dom have anything to say?
Yeah, so I was just gonna say, like, who are your biggest inspirations in when you make music? Like, who are the people that you not try and copy necessarily, but who like fuels you the most to like want to create?
I mentioned earlier, Delete Zeke, JPEG Mafia, Space Ghost Perp, people like that. Um, but honestly, like they really inspire me in like a sound. But I feel like there are some other people that I don't really sound like, but they inspire me in the sense that they just I think their workflow is cool. Like Crane, I think he was in Greed. That guy Crane on fucking SoundCloud. This dude there's a beautiful simplicity in his music that inspires me a lot. I've never spoken to him, but I think I actually no, that's not true. I spoke to him like once or twice, but his music inspires me in a sense like my album myself probably wouldn't have been made if it wasn't for me listening to like Crane every day that week because his music just had this simplicity to it that just really resonated with me. I like as much as I like detailed and complicated music that like JPEG Mafia and Delete Zeke make there's something about like a beautiful simplicity where it's like the song sounds really good, but there's not a million layers to it and it doesn't have like seven beat changes in it. It's like that's inspiring in the sense that it's like, yeah, this feels natural. This feels like you had fun making it in a way. You know what I mean? And and that's something else I want. Um some other people do that for me too, like what was that one guy? I forget, but you get the point. I like beautiful simplicity. I like really detailed compositions. I love the Daria Core project. The whole like the Leroy Daria Core Concern project. That shit is so fucking cool to me because of how much fun Zeke sounds like she's having fun with. Or sorry, not delete Zeke, Jane Remover. Um, she just sounds like she's having so much fun making these remixes. Like to the point that I've even done a few like that. Like I remixed a few of Dom's songs in this style where it's just like these really chaotic glitchy mixes with like really fast like amen breaks on it and shit. Like there's just something really fun about that. I really like the fun part of making music. A lot of people overthink like the mixes, the masters, the production, and I I find it so entertaining to just make stupid fucking music. Like my You Know Miles remix. I remixed Pirates on a Boat by You Know Miles before that song like blew up on TikTok and everything. That that shit was so funny to me. Like it was just this kid rapping about just this kid rapping about how he is like a pirate on a boat. And it's so simple but so stupid. I did it completely as a joke. And then now that's like my biggest song on YouTube Music or some shit. Like but that was just so fun to make. It was so fun. I even spoke to you know about it after I sent it to him and he was like, "Bro, this shit is so fucking stupid." But he was laughing about it. But and he cleared the sample, so that's why it's on Spotify. Um so yeah, that like this is fun, this is goofy. Even Yellow inspires me to do this too. Yellow SNES. Like his Jersey remixes are just so fucking dumb. Like he did a remix of like that one South Park episode where like Tom Cruise is in the closet or something. They're telling him to come out the closet. And he made that like a Jersey Club song. Like what the fuck? That's just so stupid, but like it's so good. Like it's hard. It's still hard. You know what I mean? Like I listened to that. I listened to that track. Um that kind of goofy music is just fucking fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm gonna invite Gross up in here.
Yeah, let's see what this guy's got to say. Hello, what's up?
Hey, what's up, man? So I'll be honest, I have not heard of you until I just hopped in today, um, and I just kind of checked you out on Spotify and stuff. Found your links. I actually searched you up on the internet and found all your links there. And I had a question about your upload schedule because I was looking at it and you had like 3 albums this year, a bunch
Yeah.
of singles, and I make music once in a while myself, and I struggle between the line of dropping what I want to make and dropping what other people want to make. And I was wondering if you had anything to say about that. And because you definitely have a sound that I would say is different than quote mainstream,
Yeah.
music. How do you get over being yourself versus what do you think like people would want you to release?
Well, I feel like okay, my first of all, my release schedule is I haven't done it this month because like I just dropped an album like 2 weeks ago. So I try not to drop too much this month to not overshadow that. But usually I drop every single week. For most of this year, actually, I dropped a song every single Thursday. And what I like about that release schedule is it almost it makes me productive in a sense where it's like, okay, yeah, I know I'm probably gonna drop a song this week, even though I do have another song. Um, I have another song to release, but like I'm gonna make another one. I'm gonna make another one. Then that's what starts getting me inspired, and then like I don't know, there's something about having that date of like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna drop on Thursday that inspires me. But then the second part of your question, the how do I decide what I want to make versus what I think people would want me to make? I think that because I've been doing it for so long, like this sound, like not that I've had like this exact sound for so long, but I feel like almost my fan base wants me to experiment. Like I feel like just in the time that I've been releasing this music, I feel like if I made a really like bland basic trap song, I feel like my fan base would hate it. You know? Though what I can tell is my fan base, just based off streaming numbers, they seem to enjoy my trap songs more. But then every now and then, like I'll drop a rock song, and then that will blow up. So it's almost random. I actually don't really know what people want me to drop. So I kind of just make whatever I want and then see if that sticks or not. I can tell people don't like it when I do dub reggae because that's that song got like 16 plays. I did a dub reggae song. That song got no plays. Um, I still love the song though, and I'm still really happy I made it. And I have a bunch of other different styles of songs. Like I just dropped that hard style song, which people are actually listening to despite it being an instrumental. My instrumentals usually don't perform that well. And I have had a reputation for not really enjoying a lot of different types of like EDM, except for like very, very minuscule bits of it. But that's still not doing bad for one of my instrumentals. So I honestly don't know what people want me to drop. I don't know. I just kind of know what I want to drop. And then sometimes like I'll ask like my best friend Michelle, I'll ask her like, you think I should drop this song or this song? And she'll be like, I think you should drop this song first, then drop that song next week. You know what I mean? Like
Get some input from
it's
people you find close.
yeah, like I'll get input and like sometimes maybe I'll listen to a song so much that I'll get kind of bored of it. So I'm just like, okay, I'll drop this one later. But like I'm more excited about this song. I really just dropped the song I'm most excited about at the time. Like I'm sitting on a song right now. I showed it to the owner. I'm sorry, I forget your name. But I showed you that song yesterday, Nosebleed, which is private right now. And that I think is the best song I've ever made. And I'm like so fucking excited to release it. So I know I'm gonna drop that song first.
That
But then
was my last question, actually.
I,
Do you have any planned releases coming soon?
that song, 100% that song.
All right.
Nosebleed is a song that I made that has 3 beat switches. It starts with a like synthesizer based ambient music and I'm kind of singing on that. And then it turns into like this really loud drum and bass and like what else is it mixed with? I know it's mixed with drum and bass, hard style, and another sound are all in there with like these really buzzy 808s and they're like gliding and shit. And then that all slowly turns back down into a soft rock song. So
All
that's
right.
that song I'm so fucking excited to release.
Gross, do you have anything to say before I bring DJ up?
Uh, I other than I wish you the best. I hope your numbers keep growing
you.
and much respect, bro. Good shit.
Thank you so much, bro. I really appreciate that.
No problem, man. No problem.
All right. Hello.
Hello, Yellow. What's up?
Nothing much. Yeah, I don't really know what to say. But,
You don't got no questions?
but like it was really cool seeing your like style evolve. And like I was just there the whole time just listening. You would send like private links and I'm like, this shit's crazy. Like I don't know, I saw you evolve from like I forgot what the album was called, but you know which one.
Yeah,
It was the
Emotions
first one I
Palace.
heard. Yeah, and then like just seeing your sound evolve and like you taking in all these different like genres together is really cool.
Yeah, and
I'm just
honestly,
here to say, I'm just here to say like I'm proud because your music's like really good.
thank you so much, bro. You genuinely inspired a lot of my creation and like my expansion, bro. You taught me how to make drum and bass. You showed me how to make hard style kicks, bro. Like you are the reason for all of that. And also, I'm really proud of you too. You came a really long way from just being that like drum and bass producer on like YouTube and Bandcamp to now being like this. You had like a song. Didn't you have that Blade remix blow up on TikTok? Like
Yeah,
I'm
that
so
was like I think that was the yeah.
I'm so glad you came on here, bro. Thank you.
No problem.
All right. OB, do you have anything to say? Hello.
Hello. I obey Chris. Hello. What's up?
Oh well.
All right. We can add him back.
I think that wraps every. Oh, okay. I guess he wants to come back.
I think he's back. What's up?
Yo, my bad. I just like what was I say? I like what you said about like, like making like goofy music. I mean, that's good to have like fun with your music. Like it's pretty like good to have fun and shit.
It is,
So I
yeah.
like when you said that. Yeah. That's all I came to say. So yeah, that's pretty. I found that pretty cool.
I appreciate that, man. Like
Keep it up, man.
making goofy music is good for my mind, bro. Making goofy music, it feels like I like to describe it as like almost a side mission. It's like in your video game, you get you're like playing through the main story and shit, and you get all these different like devices, like all these different weapons and shit. But then like you go to the arcade mode after and like use those fucking weapons, use the tools and the skills that you've gained from just playing the game for so long that now you can just have fun with it. Like that's how I feel doing those goofy like remixes because like I've been producing for so long that now I can use all of these techniques in the stupidest fucking ways in these stupid ass like side projects and shit. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, that's lit. That's lit.
I appreciate you coming on here, man.
All right, no problem. All right, I'll see y'all.
All right, see ya.
See ya. So wrapping up, do you have anything you would like to say?
Anything else I'd like to say? I don't know, but this was fun. This was a great opportunity. I appreciate you all very much. Shout out United Underground. Shout out Nine Dots Eternal. That's my collective. Shout out Rari. Shout out Jackson. Shout out Konax. Shout out Oasis. Shout out Lacey. Shout out Dom Jordan. Shout out Yellow SNES. Shout out all Nine Dots. I'm sorry if I missed one of you. Also check out Konax. He's also amazing. He was actually the one who did my first interview. Konax shot my first interview, and that's how we met, was through an interview. So shout out Konax. I'm proud of him. He really blew up like crazy. Shout out Lacey. Lacey is probably one of the bigger people in Nine Dots right now. Lacey and Con Vanchi are like the biggest artists in Nine Dots, and I'm really proud of both of them. I watched Lacey really blow up like that, and I'm really proud of him. Shout out Blue Club Ocean. Shout out all them people. I love all of you. Thank you all for helping me blow up and get to where I am now, even though I'm not like super big. I really appreciate all your support. And thank you for having me on here.
Appreciate you for joining. Thank you very much.
First, man, and good luck with your account. I know your shit got hacked. I hope that shit's okay, and I hope you can like rebuild, and get everything going back as usual. Good luck to you, my
They
friend.
didn't really do nothing, but appreciate you.
All right.
All right.
I see.
Chrome, I think you're good.